This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so just so everybody knows, same thing. I'm going to record this and I'll post it on the YouTube channel so you guys can go back and reference it later. But really just wanted to give a quick overview, just so we have our best chance of success going forward here for the summer. So we have about half of our workforce has elected to not work this summer. So we went from about 60 workers down to about I think a little under 30. So you guys are going to get plenty of opportunity to work this summer. I just wanted to go over a couple quick refreshers for you guys, a couple of things that are different for the season before we get too far into it. So first thing, most importantly, we're going to have every time, every day, every shift that you guys work, there's going to be a board member assigned. They're going to be a director of the day. So they're here to make sure everything, the tournament goes well, try to resolve any problems. If you guys have any problems, they're supposed to check in with you at the beginning of your shift, at the end of your shift. But that's the person, if anything isn't working, if you run out of money or change, anything that you need, that's the person that you'll reach out to on your shift. And they're supposed to check in with you before the shift starts. So if you need anything, just let them know. The big just going to go quickly through the Doghouse real quick. You guys we all know the cash drawer. If you run out of change, right? If you're on your shift and you run out of quarters, if you run out of ones or fives, just let the director of the day know. They'll open the safe. There's always quarters and small bills in the safe. Just reach out to them and when you see them, and they can refill that for you. Over here, all the candy. One of the things I've been noticing is, when people open new boxes, they're kind of just like tearing them open, and they're kind of making them a mess. So, go through, like, all these boxes have a little, pre-perforated edges that you could peel off. Just keep the candy shelf looking neat. It's just something keeping the appearances up, making everything look neat and clean. One of the things we touched on in the original training is, don't, if you think you're out of something, do a double check, double look before you open a new box of anything. As we get down to the end of the season, we have anything that we don't open, I can return back to the store. So if we have a 3/4 full box of Airheads, and you go and open another box of Airheads, all right, there's an opportunity lost, that we may not. I could have returned those to the store, and now we're stuck with them. And it's funny, but it's not. 2 years ago, last time we were open, we had 7 open boxes of Oreo cookies at the end of the season, and each one was about 3/4 full. So I think I still have Oreos in my basement from 2 years ago. But just keep down here, keep checking. I mean, here's an example. We have these Buddy Fruits that are open here. We have almost a full box, and we look down under here, and somebody decided to open a new box here. So we have 2 full boxes of these things that are open right now. Same thing goes, with the mac and cheese, the popcorn, everything. Just do a double check. And if we're out of something, let the director of the day know, or write it here on the board. And I'm going to go over the board in a second here. Ice cream. So we don't have a lot of room for storage for ice cream here at EMC, but there are some extra items in the freezer in the back, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. The Mickey Mouse ice cream bars, we don't have anymore. For whatever reason, they stopped selling them at BJ's. So these ones here, these are the ice cream bars. We have to replace them. But if you run out of anything here, check in the back freezer. We should have more there. Pretzels, not much to go over there. We're doing a good job with that. All right. The slushy machine. This thing's had a mind of its own this season. So, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's been working the last few days, both sides. So if you do, especially during the summer, if you're on a morning shift and you start running low, like once you get down to like this level, refill it. It's real easy to refill. So you just slide the top forward, all right, and then you dump in 5 cups of water, 1 cup of slush mix. We have these measuring cups here. You guys can use those. You don't need to pre-mix the mix. Just fill it up with 5 cups of water, 1 cup of slush mix, and the slush mix is in here. So, whether it's, 5 cups in 1 cup or 10 cups in 2 cups, that's the ratio right here on the back. So just keep, if you fill it up with water, it's going to take a little bit of time to freeze. So just keep the, don't fill it up unless it gets down to really a low level. If you need help with that, grab the director of the day, and they'll help you with that. The chips here, all right. So this is the chip rack. My son came up to the window the other day, and this was empty, and asked, hey, I would like a bag of chips. And the worker said, we're out of chips. But everybody can see there's 150 bags of chips sitting right there. So if this is starting to run low, keep it stocked up. All right, we need you guys to continue to stock the shelves while you're working. Let's see, a couple other things. We have, the fridge freezer. You guys, if we're running low here, there's always stuff in the back. But again, if we're running short on supplies, just check the back first, or let the director of the day know. They may be able to run over to Carrigan and get stuff if we're short on things. So, hot dogs, nothing to go over. Pizza oven, nothing to go over. This thing here, the warming oven, you can't cook food in here. This is just to keep stuff warm. So after you cook it in the oven, you put it in the warming oven to keep it hot for people. 5 is the number to keep it on. Just line the 5 up with the light, and that'll work for you. Microwave, the plate broke inside, but it still works. It's so just for the mac and cheese, the popcorn, it's all good. And again, we have plenty of goldfish, pretzels. If you're looking for something that's out of stock on the shelf, look here first. The drink cooler, you guys will be surprised, especially on hot weekends, if we don't stock this during the day. This thing will be empty by the end of the day Sunday. So go through the drink cooler during your shift. There's other drinks in the back area that you can restock with, and over the course of the day, if you're starting to run low on something, restock the shelves here. Obviously, don't serve somebody a warm drink. Remember what sections you put the warm drinks in, and then you can make sure you're serving cold drinks to anybody who comes and asks. Again, another example of people not checking to make sure. So we have all of our sauces, peanut butter, Nutella, relish, mustard. All right, so we have about 500 packs of mustard here that we can use, but somebody didn't look, and now we have another 500 packs of mustard here that we can't return because it's open now. So that's been one of our biggest mistakes all season. Again, just please keep checking to make sure that you see that something's not already open before you open a new one. This board, it's great for notes. These things have been on the board all season. Every shift, clean, stock your drinks, fill your chips. In the back freezer, we have pretzels, pizza, rolls, hot dogs, chicken. These have been pretty much ignored all season, and you can see, I'm looking here, all right, we're out of ketchup. You know what? No, we're not. There's 1,000 packs of ketchup right here. All right, we're out of pretzels, Sprite, Diet Coke, and Coke. No, we're not. There's plenty of them in the back. Same thing with the pizza. So I'm really asking you guys, to look around and make sure that we're really out of things, or that you're not opening something before it's actually out. This signboard, when we open, I took it down because they're supposed to paint the outside. So if this is leaning here when you come in, just put it outside, lean it up in front of the window. The director of the day is supposed to do it, but maybe if they forget, we have all new people in town. They don't know what we have for a menu. So if this is sitting here when you come in, just go ahead and put it outside. I still want you guys to do the cleaning log when you leave. It's just a good way to track as a double check for your own benefit, to make sure, hey, what do I need to do to help clean up. So we don't need to do the pre-screening anymore. And I think no, I did send an email out with a couple of changes on the guidelines. If you're working Carrigan, you don't need to wear a face covering. EMC, if you guys are vaccinated, you don't have to. It's recommended if you're not. And just be understanding of your coworker. If they're uncomfortable and they ask you to wear a mask or they want you to wear a mask, just please do so. You know, everybody has different circumstances that we don't always understand. So, you know, if you have a coworker who asks you to put a mask on, you know, don't give them any grief. Just you know, just be helpful there. So just for everybody's benefit, we're just going to walk around back here. So we have the storage in the back. This is where the umpires hang out when they're not busy. So guys, we have all our drinks, Coke, water, Powerade, everything stored back here. We have a freezer that's full of stuff. If we're running out of anything in there, it's in here. We got, well, we're running a little low, so it looks like I got to restock, but we got pizza, ice cream, chicken, hot dogs, you know, everything, hot dog rolls, anything that's frozen, come back and check in here and it'll be there. So that's really all I wanted to go over today. So I really appreciate everybody's time, taking a few minutes to go over these one more things. You guys see there'll be a lot more business. There'll be a lot more people here when you work in Sizzler. You know, those who haven't done it before, it's a really fun tournament, but there'll be a lot of people here. So it's going to get a little bit more busy for you guys. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to just touch on. So the tip jar. So I don't want to see it out there. I've gotten a couple people that've seen it. If somebody wants to give you a tip, no problem. But I don't want to see a tip jar out on the counter. People shouldn't feel obligated to give you guys tips. Like I said in the original training, we bumped up the pay $2 an hour this season, and on top of that, you know, you guys rarely ever, you know, do the full shift you're assigned because games end early. Sometimes you get relieved early. For the most part, you guys still get paid that full shift time. And if you go long and you let us know, we'll pay you for those times you go over. But you know, if you leave 15, 20, half hour early because games end early, you guys still get paid for that time. So for those reasons, I really don't want to see the tip jar out there, and I will call you out on it if somebody sees it. You know, just yesterday it happened. I had a parent call me and said, "Hey, Gabe, I remember during your training you said that you didn't want the kids to have the tip jar out on the counter. I see one out there. Do you want me to tell the worker to put it back in?" So that was just yesterday. So I know it's still happening. Guys, I'm really asking you, don't do it. It's something I don't want to see. So, but anyway, if you haven't put your name in the chat log, do it right now. I want to make sure we get a record of everybody that did this and the people that weren't able to attend. I'll get this video over to everybody. But again, I really appreciate you guys have been doing a great job this season overall, aside from a few minor mistakes here and there. We've been really lucky. You guys have been doing a great job keeping the place clean, keeping everything stocked, and everybody's really happy with how the Doghouse has turned out this year. So keep up the good work. And if you guys need anything at all, just shoot me an email, shoot me a text, and I'll be happy to answer any questions as they come up. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day and enjoy your summer if I don't see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
That one is pretty
Sorry.